Hey y'all, Spoken Grams here, and this is actually a Grams, not a Jams. Hey. Today I want to talk a little bit about the reframe. Okay, so you're like reframe, what's that? So reframe is basically one example is it could be a picture or a photograph that you put into a brand new frame, or it can be an expression like words, a concept, or a plan that is expressed differently. So basically, it's something that's already present, but you just put a new spin on it, okay? So you just reframe it a little bit. So let me give you an example to help you clearly understand. Don't mind me, I'm gonna be looking at my notes because I don't be wanting to forget my thoughts, okay? So, as you all know, I think I'm completed with my classes. So I was taking American Sign Language. And the most recent class that I took was called Deafhood. And Deafhood is basically about the whole holistic experience of being deaf, like the whole experience of being deaf. And we talked a lot about reframing things. So think about this. When a child is identified as deaf, a doctor comes in to deliver the news saying, "I'm sorry, but your child has been identified as deaf. I hope you're ready to learn a brand new language for your child." So you like, wait, you sorry? Like, what do you mean? Is there something wrong with my child? Like, what did I do wrong? What did the doctor do wrong? A new language? Like, what do you mean I can't talk to my kid? Like, Lord, why me? Now you're overwhelmed, you're scared, you're unsure. In addition to so many other things, like you're flustered, you got all this stuff going on in your brain because of this negative news that you've received. But what if we reframe that a little bit? What if the doctor came in and said, "Great news! Your child has been identified as deaf. There is so much to gain from having a deaf child and learning about all of the deaf culture has to offer." Wait, deaf culture? There's a whole deaf culture? Like, I wonder what that's about. Like, what? I didn't know that. So now you're curious. You're interested. You're wanting to know more. Now, for me, that reframe will make all of the difference. It will lower my anxiety. I'll be like, oh, like this sounds like a positive thing, correct? Right. So I want to challenge you to do some reframing in your life, but specifically with your walk with Christ. So our automatic instinct is to doubt. That's just who we are. So we say things like, "I don't really know about this. I don't have enough money for that. I'm too young. I'm too old. Lord, are you really there? Lord, can I really trust you? Lord. Again, I don't know if y'all watch. I don't really want to admit that I watched this. Was it Loudmouth on Netflix? And they have the anxiety mosquito and it be all over their head. Right. That's how it is. Like, you have all of these voices in your head. So what if we hit it with the reframe though? So what if we actually believed? What if we believed that the Lord's word is true? What if we believed that things were going to work out? What if we believed that we could actually put all of our trust in the Lord? What if we believe that he is with us at all times? Imagine that. So my boy Stephen Furtick, I know I ain't talk about him in a while, but I still watch him. And he did a message about I caught a thought. So we can catch negative thoughts or we can catch positive ones. That part is up to us. But when we catch a negative thought, let's try to hit it with that reframe. I can't do this. No. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. You see the difference? So, I'm going to give y'all a Bible verse because, again, I want to make sure that y'all know that this is in the Word and not just me talking. So, I'm going to hit y'all with this verse and I'm going to let y'all go. The verse is Romans 12:2. Very familiar scripture. I'm taking this from the NLT translation and it says, "Do not copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good, pleasing, and perfect." Let's break that down real quick. So we can't do things like others. Okay, we have to reframe our behaviors. So the Lord will transform me into a new person by taking me out that old frame, putting me into the new frame, by changing the way that I think. Then, so only after these things happen, the next part will happen. Then I will know his will for me, which is good, pleasing, and perfect. Yo, that sounds so fire. That sounds so stress-free. Like, that sounds amazing. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds amazing to me. So, I challenge you all. Start reframing your life. Start reframing your perspective. Start reframing by getting yourself into the Word so that it can transform the way that you think. Then God's will be revealed. That's awesome. I think that is great. So that was a quick one, but it's something that I've been wanting to say for a while. Try to reframe. Don't be conformed. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. By the renewing of your mind. We got to switch it up. All right? I love y'all. Thank y'all. Spoken Grams, Spoken Jams. I'll see y'all later.
I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. You said I'm just a nobody, trying to tell